Andy Boyle played in all but one of Dundalk's 36 league games last season. Here come Derry now. Might be a chance here for McGonigal. McGonigal looks to pull that back, and it's off the line by Mark Connolly. Opening chance of the game goes the way of the Derry man, and that's fired wildly over the crossbar. Dundalk still with the possession into the penalty area, headed away by McJanet. Only as far as Sam Bone, who gets it onto his left foot and gets the shot away. And this time it's Brian Maher who has to save. Down to his left-hand side, pushing it around the post. Needed to be sharp, Maher, and was.
Yeah, really good play by the dog. Patient play on the left-hand side. Good ball in. I think it was Williams knocking it back to McCarry. Good ball in, and Sam Bone done really well. Shaped the header with his right, dropped the shoulder, cut in, and left foot. Good strike around the surface, and Maher done well to push it wide.
But Tim Clancy, the new St Pat's manager, looking to frustrate the new Shells manager, Damien Duff. Here's Sam Bone. Dara Burns it was with the goal, and a shot from distance. Well, what an effort that was. And Brian Maher gets it away, but it was Sam Bone with the effort from distance. And I think when he took possession of the ball, no one expected Sam Bone to have a goal like that, but he did. And well, Brian Maher called into action.
Really good, just like he's all of 35 yards. I think people in the sheds now started shouting shoot, half in jest, but he took him with the award, and a wonderful strike, and another good save by Maher.
Here's Robbie Benson with the corner kick now. Look, with plenty of height in there with Sam Bone and Mark Connolly and Andy Boyle. Plenty for the Derry defenders to think about. It's lofted to the back post, flicked away by Brian Maher. Still not cleared by Derry. Still not cleared by Derry. And well, the referee going in there very quickly to sort this out. I think the Derry players perhaps felt there was a high boot from a Dundalk player attempting an overhead kick in there. I can't think what else.
No, it's definitely a high boot. I mean, I think it was it Adams took it on his chest and tried a bicycle kick, and then Derry players took exception to that high boot. But he's tried to score. He hasn't tried to do anybody there. He hasn't tried to do anything wrong. But just the way Dundalk are set up for those corners, they put everybody in the 6-yard box. It's very, very hard to defend, but it's also hard for your own player to get a run on it, maybe to attack the ball.
Get another look at it now. And well, that is, in fairness, the boot, I think it may well have been Stephen Bradley, was it? Certainly did catch a Derry City player. Now it's Toe for Donegan again, pressurised quickly by McCarry. Adams into the centre for Dan Williams. Stephen Bradley peels away, right hand side. Here is Bradley. Bradley cuts back inside onto that left foot. Bradley! Oh, and Stephen Bradley has opened his account for Dundalk. Opened Dundalk's account for 2022. We've had 32 minutes at Oriel Park, and it's Dundalk 1, Derry City now.
Fantastic goal. We just said there we want to see him getting the ball early doors in space, and it was a wonderful switch from Adams out to Bradley, and he squared up the full-back, cut inside, and I thought he'd taken a touch too many, that the chance had gone, but no, he whipped it into the far corner. And again, the Dundalk, they showed great promise early, and they finally taken one of the chances. He done really, really well, cut back onto a stronger left foot, and just there he took an extra touch, didn't think he was going to make it, but he done really well, drilled it into the far bottom corner.
Paul Doyle helps that on to McCarry. Now it's Hubin for Bone. This is good stuff by Dundalk. Sam Bone might fancy another shot. Oh, that's not far away either by Bone. Sam Bone, he's tested Brian Maher once already, and this time Maher doesn't need to get hands in it, but not far off target by Sam Bone.
You think Derry would have learned a lesson early doors. He doesn't need to be asked twice. He took a touch, set himself. Again, wonderful strike. He's really enjoying the licence to be able to get forward tonight.
Here come Dundalk again. This time it's Williams carrying it forward. Pat Hubin for Adams. Adams with the cross in, and it's cut out at the front post by Derry and cleared away. And McGonigal has shown too much strength there for Andy Boyle. Muscled him off at Joe Thompson getting forward as well for Derry. Might be a chance here for Thompson, and it's 1-1. And Derry are level. 40 minutes on the clock, and a swift breakaway by Derry City. And the Dundalk lead is gone. Derry level. The Derry supporters celebrate. And at one end, Dundalk looked promising, a move, it breaks down at Derry City, sweep up the other end and level.
Yeah, we did say Derry City wouldn't panic, they stick to the game, and they've done right that. They've hit back really, really swiftly. I think Andy Boyle, probably a bad judgment call there, tried to get in front of McGonigal, and maybe he could have been better off just shepherding them and sending them backwards, but McGonigal showed great pace and strength getting down the right hand side and put a wonderful ball in.
Derry City throw. Just over 10 minutes into the second half. The ball comes into the penalty area, and that's just over the crossbar by Jamie McGonigal. Just couldn't get over the ball enough to direct it down and past Nathan Shepherd. But it will go down as a half chance for Derry for sure.
He's done really well, McGonigal. The ball's in the air. You're expecting Andy Boyle to maybe go and win that.
Adams finds McCarry, and McCarry is only successful in finding patching, but he's crowded by Benson. And here's Bradley, and here's Hubin, and Hubin has released Benson. Has he? Benson with a chance to mark his return with a goal, but a great saving challenge on the ex-UCD player. Here's Pat Hubin now. Hubin trying to find a way through. Daniel Kelly finds Bradley. Now Hubin with the time and space to get turned and the shot in, and it's just evaded. Greg Sloggett inside the penalty area. Pat Hubin's effort across Brian Maher's goal almost broke for Sloggett.
In the middle of all that, the linesman had his flag up early doors. Dan Kelly was offside in the middle. Play continued, and he didn't know what to do, so he put it down and the ref to play on.
He's calling for it in the middle, so too is Mark Connolly. Plenty of players wanting it. Who'll get it? And it goes into the 6-yard box, and it's in the back of the net, and it's bundled in. And Mark Connolly is the player who got the last touch. He's certainly wheeling away as if he's the player who's got the goal. Dundalk have re-established their goal lead. It's Dundalk 2, Derry City 1. Not the prettiest of goals, but they all count.
Definitely, we've said it. They've worked a lot of set piece, and it doesn't matter. Give them enough chance and they'll take one. And Connolly was big and brave there. Excellent ball in, right in between the 6-yard line and the goalkeeper. They just held up, and Connolly's big and strong and powerful, attacked it. Not the cleanest to strike, but it went in, and I think Maher was under all kinds of pressure from his own defenders, plus Connolly coming in like a steam train.
Well, it was Robbie Benson's corner kick, and Mark Connolly with the last touch.
Yeah, definitely bundling, and Maher came for it, didn't get it through the crowd of players.
Janet to Akintunde, and he's done well to give Bone the slip. Here's Akintunde, he's got McElhenney on his inside. Akintunde still. Akintunde gets the cross in, and it's 2-2. It's 2-2. Brilliant goal from a Derry City perspective. Disappointing from a Dundalk one, though.
Very poor defending again. Sam Bone guilty the same mistake that Andy Boyle made in the first half. He's tried to nip in front of Akintunde out wide. No need for it. Stay behind him, shepherd him back. And once he skipped by him, he's got to the end line and from there on in. It's very similar to the first goal. He's got to the end line, good ball in, just there. There's no need to go and win that ball.
Well, it's been a great game at Oriel Park tonight. Really enthralling and engaging. And well, it's taken another twist. And Derry City are level, and it's that man Jamie McGonigal with the goal. Remaining 7 minutes. And here's a player who could have a strong say in that. In McGonigal, oh, he's hit the crossbar. Nathan Shepherd stretched to try and get a touch on it, and Jamie McGonigal almost hit just then. McCarry, and here he goes again, McGonigal, and he's behind. This should be a winner for Derry. Oh, he struck the crossbar for a second time in less than a minute. Jamie McGonigal, and you'd have bet your house on 3-2 for Derry City, but it remains 2-2 at Oriel Park. If Derry want to be champions, perhaps they need to find a similar habit. Here comes the corner kick, a long one to the back post. It's flicked away by a Dundalk head, back in again, away by Dundalk once more. Time is very definitely up at Oriel Park, back in again by Derry, and this will be safely into the arms of Nathan Shepherd. And Rob Harvey looks at his watch and sounds his whistle, and the first match of 2022 at Oriel Park finishes in a 2-2 draw.
It was an entertaining game. I think it was an all-action, intense game, and I think that overall the draw was a fair result. But we're pleased with the way we played. We tried to play on the front foot, and obviously we would have liked to have won the game. But it's a stepping stone for us, and a draw is not a bad result for us. The way things have worked out in pre-season, that it's only in the last few weeks that we've really had the full squad together. So even in tonight's game, there are partnerships within the team that are only starting to develop. So, as I said in the pre-match interview, we're looking to give ourselves the best chance of winning every game. But I think we're looking to improve, and we're looking to, I think, as the season progresses, I think we'll really develop as a team.
Opening night, 2-2 draw at Oriel Park. Are you happy with that?
Well, we'll take it. It's a difficult venue. A load of experienced players in the Dundalk team. I think if you analyse it over the course of 90 minutes, it's probably a fair result, even though we've hit the woodwork a couple of times late on and had a great chance to win it, but on the balance of play, it's probably fair.
You have to be pleased to have seen your team respond twice to going behind.
Yeah, it's been a feature of this team since, I can only speak since I've been here, it's been a feature of the team that never know when they're beaten, and they keep going. It's a huge asset they have within a team.
There was a similarity on both the goals in that you broke Dundalk's play down in midfield and broke into the half and scored 2 good goals.
Yeah, both kind of counter-attacking goals where Jamie does exceptionally well for the first goal, breaks down the right-hand side, plays an exquisite pass across the face for Joe to smash home, and opposite side James Akintunde, and Jamie gets on the end of it. So 2 really well taken goals and something that we can build on, but there's also aspects of our game that we can improve on as well.